What up, yo? Check it out. I got a package from Riflegear. Riflegear.com. What I like about Riflegear.com, and so far most of these, oh, I gotta get rid of some more information on the back. Some of these places is they don't put on there like Riflegear.com or anything like that on their shipping packages, which is good because I quite honestly I don't want people to know what I'm getting shipped to me. So I got this from them. Let's open this bizatch up. I never have my knife on me when I'm opening up shit. Oh, I know what I can use. Use my multi-tool that I used the other day. Alright. Let's cut this bitch. Alright. Yeah, because I don't know. I just don't like having... Oh, yeah. Oh, this guy, he's always getting stuff from some gun company. I don't know what's going on there. In New Jersey, they have this thing where it's text to tell or something like that. It's called. Where if you see suspicious activity or somebody's getting suspicious, if you suspect somebody being suspicious, if they're doing stuff that you don't trust, you text it to... It's just basic, you're supposed to... It's basically a big rat people out thing. Alright, I got my AFG in. I got the original AFG. I didn't like the AFG 2. In the ASAP. That should be all I got. Yeah. I want to tell you a story about this ASAP. I called up a local airsoft store. There's this airsoft store around here that has tons and tons and tons and tons of gear. It's like one of the very few stores around here that has a lot of cool gear and a lot of gear. That's nice. But I called them up and I said, "Hey, do you have the ASAP sling adapter for from MAGPUL?" The guy's like, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, well, here's the thing." I said, "I need this for a real rifle. I know MAGPUL has a division of training and stuff like that where they have the fake stuff, for airsoft. I don't know how else to say it." And the guy's like, no, yeah, we've got the guy's like, "No, actually they use the real one for the airsoft guns too, because it's only $29. They just use the real one for the airsoft guns." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "You know what, that makes sense, because why would they make a separate one and charge the same price? Just sell the same damn one." So I went there, and as soon as I walked over to the guy, I was like, "Oh no." I could tell from 10 feet away it wasn't the real one. First of all, it's this shiny, just almost like tin, and it looks nothing like this. It's I can't even explain. I said to the guy, I was like, "No, that's not it." He's like, "Oh yeah, it is." He goes, "Yeah, that's it." And I said, "No, that's not the real one." I said, "I need the real one." And he's like, "Well, yeah, that's it." And I said, No, that's not the real one for a real rifle." And he goes, "Yeah, it is." And I was like, now, here's some history with this guy. Sometimes you feel like telling people, listen, I went there previously and I was looking at I was looking for a training airsoft pistol to match my SIG 226 and a Glock 17 and stuff like that. They didn't have the Glocks because I guess at the time there was some licensing issues with the Glocks, weren't allowing anybody to make their stuff anymore. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to the guy, and then I noticed they had the Trijicon, and they had this rifle with a Trijicon on it, a fake Trijicon, and all this other stuff, and this fake ass Surefire on it. And the guy goes, "Oh yeah." So he goes, "You'd be interested in this if you're." He goes, "Oh, you're into the real deal, so you'd be interested in this." And he brings the gun over to me, and I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." Right off the bat, the Trijicon was, really fake, really fake. First of all, it had a little switch where you could turn on the red laser or the green laser. You know what I'm saying? You know how all the airsoft, for some reason, they feel they have to have a red or a green red dot reticle, you know, oh, I got to switch between my green reticle or my red reticle, whatever the fuck that does for you. But, and the guy's sitting there, he goes, yeah, he goes, this is a real ACOG that we, one of our customers gave us, in commemoration of his tour in Afghanistan. So we made a rifle that we're gonna sell. It's got this actual scope that we did that is from Afghanistan. It's an actual ACOG, and we've got this actual Surefire. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the Surefire, and I'm like, wait a minute. It wasn't even a real Surefire. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the scope, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is real, huh? And he's like, yeah. I was like, man, it doesn't look real. I was like, man, it doesn't look like any ACOG I've ever owned. And he's sitting there and he's like, oh no, it's the real deal. That one was in Afghanistan. And I'm like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah. He goes, it was from the guy's service rifle, and they let him keep it. And I'm like, oh yeah. And he goes, yeah. So we're selling it for $1,500. The whole gun, it was a $400 airsoft gun with a $200 scope and a light combo on it. I mean, and this guy was just talking out his ass, and I'm sitting there like, no, buddy, I don't think this is the real thing. He's just like, not listening to me, and he's trying to tell me. I can't stand that shit, because it's like, you know what, dude? I didn't feel like being a dick, so I just kept my mouth shut. I just kept my mouth shut and was like, oh, okay. And I walked away, but I was like, I was really like, what an asshole. Because it's like, dude, don't bullshit a bullshitter. Not that I'm a fucking bullshitter, but don't bullshit somebody who knows what they're talking about. I mean, you're into airsoft, this and that, and you have a whole store built around airsoft. I mean, a gargantuan, 15,000 square foot store with hundreds of guns built around airsoft. That's fine. I've got no problem. Airsoft is airsoft. I don't mind airsoft. I like airsoft. I think it's a good training tool. But don't try to pawn your shit off as real shit to me, because I know what the real shit is. Even their AFGs that they have there are different than the standard AFGs. I mean, there's just the seams are straight through. There's not this. Everything's a little bit different. The way they're built is a little bit different. Everything seems a little bit different, It's a cheaper, so it's, I don't know. I get very upset at this guy, because this is like the third time he's tried to basically, this is the third time he's basically made himself, in my opinion, look like an idiot when he's trying to push something off as the real deal, when it's not the real deal. And it's just like, dude, don't fucking. It's the owner too. I know it's the owner, because I've seen him in a few articles, local newspaper articles, when he opened up the store and everything like that. So it's just like, whatever. It's funny though, when you go there on the weekends, they got this security guy, some big fat black guy that just kind of he sits near the door with this angry look on his face the whole time he's in there. And he's got this, of course, he's one of those people, he's got the martial arts jacket on, so-and-so karate, black belt academy, and I'm just like, I'm just sitting there like, and of course he's like sitting there standing guard at the door, but he's got this asshole look on his face the whole time he's there, like, I'm a tough guy. Look at how easy that went on, huh? Nice. Looking good. Looking good. I always like the AFGs. I like the feel they give. I'm going to stipple the shit out of this AFG, guys. So I don't think I'm going to do that on video. I might do that on video. My next video, I'm going to throw this on. Put that on there. Hey, I got 100 subscribers today. So, thanks, guys. That's awesome. This is basically done. Gonna put this on there. I just ordered last night the bolt carrier group and the Wilson Combat Trigger Tactical Trigger Unit, TTU. So that should be coming shortly. Alright, guys. Well, that went on nice and easy. But, I figured I'd tell you that story while I was putting that on and just showing you guys it. This is impressive. I like this. Can't wait to put this on. I just hope it fits. With that Muir upper I got so far, that's giving me trouble with this. I'm going to have to grind down this little finger nub, whatever you want to call it. But that's it, guys. Slid right on. There is one thing I wish it, I don't know, fit a little tighter, but what can you do? Alright, guys. Have a good one.